Hello and good evening. I am going to be doing some sound healing for you all today. I call it Causal Body Sound Harmonization. I will explain that. Let's start here. We've got the physical body, of course we do. Around that, intangible, invisible, we've got other layers of bodies, shall we say, mental, emotional, and causal is one of them. So the causal body, here's how I like to quantify it, right? Some people call the causal body the higher self. I don't really see it that way. I like to think of the causal body as our interaction with everything that is in the physical realm. By physical realm, I actually mean the energy that we connect with. So that which is physical, that which is not physical, but is still part of the human experience. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And so, causal body, people like to say spidey senses, how we get a perception of things before they happen, because of course we do. On the fourth and fifth dimensions, which we exist very equally to the third dimension. That's what's going on. The reason for all of this diatribe is, the way I see it, the clearer your causal body is, and of course energy field, the clearer that is, the better everything goes. The better you feel. That's why I do this. And hello to everyone that's signing on. I appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. The way I see things is the clearer this vehicle, vessel, whatever, that checks in with everything around it millions of times a second. The clearer that is, the better you feel, the better your projections into the world are, and so on. Why sound? Because sound and energy, they occupy a similar sort of space. Like, I can't show you sound, I can't show you thought, right? But they're both very real, aren't they? And so sound is a good carrier for energy, even hundreds and thousands of miles away as we are right now, or watching this at a different time now. Sound is a good carrier for energy because it tends to bring the much of our energy and spirit into our body. We can be flapping around and so on. It brings us in. It's a good carrier. Also, sound and time are completely intertwined, completely connected. You cannot have sound without time. And again, that helps us connect, receive, opens the pathways. That's what we're trying to do here. So I do healing sessions in here, throughout the week and so on. Many of them are distance, so the person isn't here. So I use this table, but I'll work on their etheric field, as it were. Now, perhaps you can see I've got some crystals here behind me. By the way, just anyone that's on right now, I'm not doing readings today, okay? I see someone's asked the question, any tips on controlling the awareness of your awareness? I think you need to just think that question through a little more, word it differently. Anyhow, let me go on, because I'm not here to answer questions so much today. Maybe you see I've got this grid behind me. What I'm doing with this grid is it's like the Sephiroth in the Kabbalah, which basically means it's like the human form. And so when I'm working on it here, that is basically you. It's all of you, and it's people that'll be watching this later. This is how I kind of connect and tune into the physical body. I'm using blue calcite over there. I'm using black tourmaline. I'm using clear quartz, and I'm using rose quartz today. That's just what I felt to pick out. So, in terms of what I'm using, you can see my gong just here. I'm going to start with that. I'm breaking up energy, breaking up restrictive energy. It's the first thing to do. Very important. However you do that, if you want something new in your life, you have to connect with what you don't want first. You have to love that and dismantle it so that something new can happen. I'm so confused why that's shunned upon. So I don't think about what you don't want. No, you have to think about what you don't want so you can change it. You have to connect with it. So after that, I'll be using the didgeridoo, which is over here. It's just out of camera. And I'm starting to, at that point, we're starting to alchemize, which just simply means connecting with something in an energetic form and raising it to a higher version of itself, because you can't discard energy, you can't get rid of energy, you can change the state of it. That's what we're doing here. Most of our time this evening I will be using the didgeridoo. It's very powerful, very cleansing, and you can bring in a lot of energy with it as well. I'll be using tuning forks for balancing. I'll be using the bowl for tuning, and flute for it's a good sound for helping bring these higher energies into the cellular fabric of the body. That's where we want them. Okay, that's where we want them. So that's it in a nutshell. If you know, if any of you are looking at time and so on, should be complete with this by about half past the hour. This doesn't need to go on and on and on forever. If you're joining me with this for the first time, there is very little you need to do. Just relax. So get yourself comfortable. If it's sitting down, if it's laying down, just so your body is not pinching at you. You know, when we're uncomfortable, we need the bathroom, whatever. We're too hot, we're too cold. Our connective vessel, it shrinks. Now we want that wider. We want that wider for releasing and receiving. That's why we're doing this. So. Otherwise, you know, I'd suggest, you know, close your eyes, go into your own presence, keep your breathing natural, not trying to force breathing, not trying to push it, just natural, even, graceful breathing, okay? And while I do my thing. So if we are all good, if we're all good, I'm going to just open with prayer. I always like to do that. And let's take a breath together then. Let's take a breath together. We take a breath into the heart. Bring a field of cleansing, pure energy around us. We connect to the Mother Earth below us, the Father Sky above us. We breathe again. We call our higher self. We call in loving, divine, pure, radiant, supportive energies to move through and connect with the sound, knowing that we don't need to be in physical proximity. Intention, connection will do as we need it to do. We call on ourselves to be physical counterpoints for those who cannot attend, for those that are holding too much stress for themselves at the moment, too much overwhelm, confusion. We hold space for them, supporting them to clear. We use our work for supporting grace in our city and on our planet to the best of our capability. We take a breath, we say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Deep breath into the chest, deep breath into the heart, please. Let's just keep our eyes closed for the time being. And just as we're breathing together, feel and connect as if it were that breathing was happening through you. You weren't trying to breathe, rather it was effortless. And your body was a vessel for breath to come in and to leave you. We allow in and we allow out. If you feel so inclined, bring your hands to your chest now. Just take another cleansing breath. Let's also just ground ourselves as well. It may not seem like you've done much, being in your own home, watching your phone or whatever. We have connected on a higher level. We want to just recalibrate you into your body here. Let's ground ourselves. Just send your energy downwards. You know how to do it. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, quite a bit, picking up quite a bit around the subject of responsibility, particularly around the shoulders, particularly around the chest there. Not exclusively, there's plenty going on. The second center as well, and below. A lot about responsibility and so on. Well, I'm not going to keep you on your computer any longer than you need to be. Thank you for joining me for this. Thank you very much. Holding space, it does more than you think it does. So I do appreciate it. I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'll be doing readings Tuesday lunchtime. Next Tuesday, that's the 30th, I think it is. We're doing readings then. I wish you all a wonderful Memorial weekend. Enjoy the weather. Hope the weather is good. Blessings to you, and I will see you again soon.